Emily, a 28-year-old photographer, received a strange letter in the mail. Congratulations, you have been selected to photograph the newly uncovered reflection room inside the abandoned Greystone mansion. Come alone, midnight, one night only. Emily was shocked. The Greystone mansion had been closed for over 60 years. People said it was cursed, but Emily loved mystery, and this was a dream job. So, at 11:45 p.m., she packed her camera and flashlight and drove to the mansion. The mansion stood silent under the moonlight. Cracked windows, vines crawling up the stone walls. The front door was slightly open, as if waiting for her. She stepped inside, dust and cobwebs everywhere. The smell of mold and old wood filled the air. Her phone had no signal. She found a note taped to the wall. Room at the end of the east wing. Only stay for 30 minutes. Do not break any mirrors. Emily laughed nervously. Creepy, but whatever, she whispered. She walked down the long east wing hallway. Paintings stared at her. The air grew colder. At the very end, she found a door with a golden handle. She opened it slowly. Inside was a round room covered top to bottom in mirrors. Floor, ceiling, walls, all mirrors. Hundreds of reflections of herself stared back. It was beautiful and terrifying. She set up her camera and began taking pictures. The flash bounced off every mirror, making it hard to see. That's when she noticed something strange. In one mirror, her reflection was not moving. Emily turned her head, but her reflection did not. She stepped back, heart racing. The reflection stared at her, then smiled. But Emily wasn't smiling. Then it raised its hand, placed it on the glass, and started tapping. Tap, tap, tap. Emily dropped her camera. The tapping grew louder. Then all the mirrors began tapping together. Tap, 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 tap. She turned to run, but the door was gone. In a shaking voice, she whispered, "What do you want?" A whisper filled the room, but it wasn't hers. "Trade places with me. Free me. Just one of you leaves." Her reflections were moving on their own, acting differently. One was laughing, one was crying, one was scratching its face until it bled. Suddenly, a mirror shattered. A reflection crawled out, twisted and broken, glass sticking out of its limbs. It screamed and ran toward her. Emily screamed and ran to the center of the room. She shut her eyes tight. When she opened them, she was standing inside one of the mirrors, looking out. She tried to scream, but no sound came. Her body wouldn't move. Outside the mirror, a reflection, looking exactly like her, picked up the camera, smiled at her, and waved goodbye. The fake Emily walked out of the room as if nothing happened. Emily was trapped. Time passed. She didn't know how long, maybe hours, maybe days. Suddenly, someone entered the room. A man, nervous, holding a flashlight. He looked around, scared.
Emily screamed inside the mirror, but he couldn't hear her. Then one of the reflections smiled and did something Emily didn't expect. It pointed at her. The man turned, looked straight at Emily. He froze, then whispered, "It's you. You're the real one." He punched the mirror and pulled her out. She gasped for air. Her hands were bleeding, but she was free. The man smiled and said, "You're the first one I could save." Emily asked, "Who are you?" He replied, "I was trapped here too, but I escaped by trading places with someone. You see, only one can leave at a time." Her smile faded. "Wait, if you saved me, that means—" He nodded slowly. "I had to go back in your place." Before she could react, he turned to glass. Emily, shaken and injured, left the mansion. Her camera still worked. She uploaded the photos the next day, but when she looked at them closely, her reflection was different in every single picture. In one, she had no eyes. In another, she had a wide, toothy grin. One photo showed her standing behind herself, even though she was alone. Worried, she zoomed in on the last photo she took, and her heart dropped. Behind her was the real Emily, still trapped, still screaming. The reflection she freed wasn't her at all. It was something else. That night, the fake Emily stood in her bedroom, brushing her hair. She smiled at her reflection. The mirror Emily was banging on the glass, begging for help. The fake one whispered, "Don't worry. I'll live your life now, and you'll watch every second of it." Then she turned off the light and walked away, smiling.